Wednesday, October 7th, and my name is Deanna, and I'm streaming out of Humboldt County, about Humboldt County, to Humboldt County, and anyone else who cares. I was just streaming for the last 25 minutes on what I thought was my channel, Stand Up Humboldt, that was actually, it was restricted, but it wasn't showing it was restricted. So sorry to be super late. I was on Twitch. You can find me on Twitch. I'm there. Such a weird name, isn't it? Twitch. Anyway, I had started off with this video, and I'm going to do the same thing on the real stream now. And it's this woman, and she was rejected. She was discriminated and harassed at a Dunkin' Donuts, and she is disabled. She's hearing impaired. And I saw it last night, and I knew I wanted to share it today. So I'm going to start off with this one while people come in. It's funny. And then I looked on Facebook because I think I'm supposed to be streaming on Facebook, but I don't think that's working either. There was a notice when I got on today that Twitch was all reset. But that I got a notification.
As you guys can probably tell, I'm emotional.
Get a pen.
A little while ago, I got refused service at a Dunkin' Donuts because I'm deaf. I didn't know how to process it. I was confused. I couldn't hear anything. I wear a cochlear implant, but I was not wearing it at that time. I've never been refused service before. It hurts.
Yeah, it does.
It hurts really bad.
Every time.
Dunkin' Donuts is my favorite place to go.
Isn't she cute?
I called this girl over.
Where's my other note?
I was deaf. I have to read her lips. She didn't take her mask off.
There's my other.
She goes to the manager, and I'm an Uber driver, so I got a ride, and I was like, hey, I have to order my drink. I have to go. The manager comes over, and I could just tell by his body language, his face, he was going off, and kept doing this, and I kept saying, I can't hear you, I can't hear you, I need to lip read. He refused to write anything down. He refused to pull his mask down. We're 6 feet apart through the plexiglass to the side. I'm wearing my mask. Like, what more do you want from us?
Your soul.
We struggle so much during this pandemic. Enough is enough. People don't believe I'm deaf, and I could sense and feel from him that he couldn't believe me. He didn't believe me. He didn't believe I was deaf because I speak so well. It's a blessing and a curse.
I just got on, honey.
Hi, everyone. I'm new to TikToks, and I just wanted to thank everyone who has commented on my Dunkin' Donuts video, and I really, really appreciate the support. I'm still browsing through the hundreds of comments, and I'm floored. I don't know what to say. I'm really happy that it reached all of you, and it's definitely reached Dunkin' Donuts. Corporate reached out to me, and they are giving me an update by Friday about what's going to happen at the Balboa Dunkin' Donuts. And the general manager of that location also wants me to go in to get my apology and take care of my order. And I felt that wasn't going to be enough. So that's why I reached corporate in the first place. You know, it's just important that change gets made, and I stand up for the deaf community. And I'm just really happy I spread awareness, and I'm happy it reached all of you. And if you guys have any more advice on what else I could do to help continue spread the awareness, please let me know. And I'll keep you guys updated as much as I can. Like I said, I'm still new to TikTok, and I appreciate.
Isn't she great? I just think she's so adorable. And I have one more I want to share before I start talking and get people to come on in here. I'll make sure this is sharing. Yep. Okay.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashley from Amaze, and
don't watch
this is
YouTube
it.
before bed, right? That's what I did last night, right before I was going to sleep. Uh-oh, what'd I do? All right, here we go.
Just watched a video that I just can't handle. I just watched a child being ripped away from their parent and being forced. You know what I'm talking about? This is pure evil. I just pray. I pray that the Lord comes soon. Please pray with me.
This girl broke my heart, you guys. This is legitimate, real. I prayed with her last night, even though this wasn't live. I was praying for her, and I could feel this pain.
This
and
poison be turned into water.
Amen. Let it be turned into water. This is heartbreaking.
This is so evil.
All right, I won't torture you with it anymore, but
This is so evil.
this is what it's like when you're watching this stuff and other people aren't watching it. They're just
Please, Lord, come soon.
They're just completely oblivious. They're acting like nothing's going on. They don't know that people are experiencing getting ripped away from their parents or having any adverse effects or dying. They just keep ramming this down our throat here in my community. And so I'm really upset because, hi, good morning, Bonnie. Good morning, Tina. We do need you, Lord, now because my town yesterday approved to, let's see, let me go to the title for you. Eureka okays policy for city employees, police. Okays it. That's the title. Eureka City Council voted unanimously. Well, of course. Did you know they don't even meet in their public building anymore? Did you know my board of supervisors hasn't met in their chambers for 19 months and they censor our calls? They don't listen to us. So this is about the worst I know, where you're not even being heard anymore, and they're ramming this down. This is what it feels like to live in a town where your grievances aren't heard. People are not going to take it. Okay, they're getting more and more upset and angry, and as we are getting more upset and angry, they're pushing harder. Eureka City Council voted unanimously to implement a mandatory vacation policy for city employees at its Wednesday night regular city meeting. Policy went into effect on approval and requires all city personnel to show proof of partial papers, please. Papers, please. Shut up, all of you people who told us we were overreacting, that this wasn't like Nazi Germany. Okay, shut up now. You were wrong. It's time to get in the fight because this is happening here in our community. Any employees wishing to submit an exemption must do so within 15 days. You shouldn't have to submit any paperwork. That's what I've been learning. But you do need to if you want to sue their butts off and have proof of it. All new city hires, volunteers, contractors, interns working with the city must be fully V'd or must submit a request to be exempt. By who? The Department of Public Health is the boss of us all now? No, they're not. No, they're not. In California, it is, because we're completely under the corporation here, and there's not free people running our towns, but we could be. We actually could be. They have till November 23rd. Anyone hired after that date must also prove V status. Screw you guys. Got a lot of nerve writing this out in this disgusting media. Exemption forms will require full explanation of how they don't bother to do any research to help you look up any laws to show you what's real. It's just this garbage, and it just proves they're their little minions. You know, the media here is the problem. This is the other problem. This is why we have 40 positions in our payroll here in our Humboldt County that don't seem to have an oath of office in 3 places, pretty important places. And that includes our sheriff and our governor. So during the meeting, City Human Resource Director Will Fogel said that more than 70% of city employees are currently VID, as if that was anybody's business before the vid. Who took what, who had what medicine, who told who to take what and wear what and do all this. This is insane to me. This is insanity. The summary reports both unions accepted and supported the policy as written. Of course they did. Unions did. They're sellouts. This was not decided in a vacuum. It was done collectively with a lot of employee input and all the management team behind us. It's not like we pulled this out of thin air. Oh no, thank you for giving us that idea, because we wouldn't have thought of that without you. We did this in following expert guidelines from the state and federal public health officials and in sort of monitoring. I'm sorry, I'm getting too pissed off. I have to get away from this. I'm disgusted with the media here. I'm disgusted with the Board of Supervisors, the Eureka City Council, the police officers, and the sheriffs who do not follow the Constitution. And that's our whole town right now. That's our whole town right now. We're living in total slavery here in Humboldt County. We are under their thumb, and we have no recourse of action. What do they think is going to happen when all these people come out of the hills and they can't go shopping unless they have their papers, and they don't watch TV, okay? We're not all your little TV robots. We're not all sitting here going, oh, feed us some more baloney. Feed us some more bull crap, because we got to be spoon-fed your garbage. They think everybody follows the TV. It's unreal to me. No, people live out in the country and don't pay attention to any of this. And then you know what happens? They go to town, and it happens to people like that deaf girl, which is why I started the show with her, because this is what's going on in my town. All over the place, you got women crying like that. I've caught myself crying like that probably at least 15, 20 times in the last 19 months, because I won't wear a face diaper. I am not worthy enough to get my groceries, to get stamps at the post office. Well, not anymore. Thank you, Peggy Hall. But at Post Haste in Arcata, she's a Nazi. Yeah, I said it. She's a Nazi. I got an 11-minute video to prove it. She's psycho because she's wearing a double face diaper and she can't think clearly anymore. She don't want my money anymore. She thanked God that I am not welcome there anymore. I spent a lot of money at her place. That is absolute stupidity. Okay. You're thanking God that I'm not going to spend any more money in your facility, while the government does this to all the mom and pops. I'm a mom and pop for 26 years, and I'm standing up for the mentally disabled and for the mom and pops and for the ignorant people who've been lied to and deceived, and for the victims that we're going to have now because they've lied to our community, and they're setting up these clinics all over the place. All over the place. They're going to be at McKinleyville High School on a Sunday. This Sunday. Why? I think it benefits the city and employees. The employees of the city don't have to control who they can meet on a daily basis, and having to be able to do this is probably the best thing that will ensure your city employees all stay healthy. Can you someone help me out? I got to see if anyone's here, because I'm going to have to drop the number and get some help. I can't deal with this today. I just read this morning. I just saw this. Someone sent it to me. I got so much email that I want to share with you guys. The one I got, look at this one from Paradise Fire. This is here, but look at this one. This is what we're up against. Do you see the creepiness of this? Do you see this? This is what we're up against. These people are evil. This is not pretend. This is super, super evil. We have 4 boxes with which to defend our freedom: the soap box, the ballot box, the jury box, and the cartridge box. My friend Linda feels like me. I'm hell-bent on bringing the criminal parasites to justice here on the land, Humboldt County, County Jural Assembly. Prayers up. I'm upset. Okay, I'm upset. I did not think we would still be here at all in Humboldt County. I really thought our people would stand up and knock this down, because I know the people in Humboldt County, and they do not think like this. They do not think that, this probably benefits the city employees. Employees of the city don't have to control. And it's probably the best thing to do that will ensure you stay healthy. No, 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 and no. I fully reject that notion. Mario Cortez, you are wrong. This is whoever you're quoting here. Scott Bauer, the council member. Yeah, these 6 people in these positions of power, you guys, it's pretty scary that you can have 12 positions like this, Board of Supervisors and City Council, and they have all the money and they have all the power, and they don't take your calls, and they don't go to work, and they implement policies like this. How does that happen? How does that happen to a town? Because 2 years ago, it wasn't like this here. I'm sorry. I'm so mad. I'm sorry. They say, don't get like Australia. Look at Canada. Look at California. Look at Humboldt County. Look at Eureka, California, Humboldt County, California. It's like Australia and Canada almost. These same people that think it's best for us to make sure everybody takes this kind of medicine and covers their face, their airways of oxygen. You are an evil person if you think, you can't, if you don't do these things, you're not a hero. Hi, friend.
I'm here for you, girl.
I'm so sorry.
Don't you apologize for nothing. I knew you needed me, so I came.
Thank you. I cannot believe this is happening to you and me, my Canadian friend.
Yana,
What?
you know what we were talking about? And you know how I feel.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
He's not gonna let this continue.
But
And
for how long?
anybody who thinks that this is something that man can control is going down the wrong path.
I'm sorry.
I just had to come on too. I just had to come on. I just had to come on for you, girl. Come on. It'll be okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you don't need to apologize. We've all been here.
It's
We've
gonna be
all
okay, Fiona.
faced this.
Nick Baker's laughing at me. Thanks, Nick Baker. I'm glad you're laughing. It's funny. I'm glad you think it's funny.
You were saying how a couple years ago your town wasn't like this.
Yeah,
think it was like this. You were just not
you're
awake
right.
to it.
Yeah, that's true. It
Um,
was like this.
I think that I'm finding it seems like city council, school board, people
Yeah,
for I don't know what has happened, but they're either blackmailed, they're
yeah,
getting paid. I don't know what it is to make them go the way they're going because they're just like us,
yeah.
right? They
They're
look just
sellouts.
like us. They act, I mean, they have families, they go to church or whatever they do. So something has happened.
Yeah,
Programming, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know what it is. Greed.
Well,
The
it's the
the
media.
fact that the
It's the
fact
media
that
here.
the
They've
fact that
lied.
people started exposing the fact that they had deals on the back, and they don't like people knowing that.
Yeah, right.
They thought they were safe because it was hidden,
Hmm.
and the light is what's turning them all into whack jobs because now they're being exposed.
There went my makeup, all my eye makeup.
That's all right. You're beautiful
Now
without
you
it,
look like
darling. You
me.
don't need
Thank
it.
you.
No. Oh
You
my
don't
goodness.
you don't need
I never
makeup.
thought in a million years that a town in California would be acting like yours, Deanna. I just
Not
I thought
this
it would be
town,
the
right?
opposite. I thought it would be the opposite
I
in
know.
Northern California.
It should I thought it was, but you're right, you're right. The hippies of old, their bumper stickers used to say US out of Humboldt County, but they were all tied up in the marijuana industry, and so the freedom people can't be with the cannabis people, just like the Christians and the New Agers can't be with, and then you
Yeah.
the truthers and the conspiracy theories, break it down. Let's keep getting fragmented more and more, so we can't even get it together to get it done.
Right. Yeah. I know. Of all
But
people, I thought the hippies would be against all this shit.
right, they are, but they're how we get distracted, and they're just out working too and not
Yeah.
paying attention a lot. And there's just no leader, and there's no group that's like the forefront group, or
Right.
um
I think that's the
so
problem across the whole United States. We don't know what to do. We
no,
think
I
about it.
think
I mean, we talk and talk and talk. We've talked to people all over the United
yeah,
States, and we keep hearing the same thing. What do
right.
we do? We
This
don't
is what
have
I
any
know. This is what we're
organization. They
doing.
do, you know?
We got to get grand juries. That's what we got to do. That's what we have to do. The grand jury is the way to kick these people out. That's like the process, the legal
Mhm.
process.
Yeah.
Or we go down with our pitchforks and our guns and go to their houses and say, get the F out.
Right.
Like those are our,
I guess.
and I'm down for either one. And like I've
At this
told these
point.
people, I'm ready. I'm ready. Our kids are getting hurt. Our kids are getting injured every day. They are sticking these swabs up their noses at schools twice a week. Twice a week. And all the employers, there's employers that are doing the same thing, and they are sending their employees home sometimes for a cough and telling them go get tested and don't come back till you do. Why? Are they getting money? Why are they doing that?
Right.
Why are they doing that to their employees? Yeah, and then the employees like it. I had my cousin's husband tell me, oh, I've benefited from it already. He got to stay home from work and get paid. Well, good for you. Good
Yeah.
for you. They've paid this communist organization, Humboldt Co-op, $5.5 million. And you've probably seen me share about their whole thing is we're equality. You're bull crap equality.
Yeah.
You've got paid money to keep kids suffocated all year long and breathing their own carbon dioxide and bacteria, and they're all going to have long-term effects from it. And every day that goes by, I'm upset with
I
it.
agree.
I've been to these clinics where they've been with the kids, and the paperwork they gave the families, Shep, it said 16 and up. I got every paper of it. You can hardly hear Shep. I hear Shep okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I can hear you. Yep.
So,
Um,
what about the Convention of States? I signed the petition. Again, it's
Yeah.
another grassroots, you know, organization, I guess, to kick them out. I guess that's the only way, right? To
I
succeed.
think another way is not going after them federally, but every person in each state continually swarming their legislators with calls and emails about what they were elected to do
Yeah.
and what they're supposed to follow constitutionally. And the fact that none of these bills that are being pushed have been approved by the people. And if they don't act on behalf of the people are going to remove them because the Constitution allows them that duty.
That's right.
And
But
the
Brenda,
second thing,
honestly, I'm beyond the phone calls. You know, honestly, I'm sorry, but I'm beyond the phone calls.
They won't
I
answer,
know,
though.
I know.
It's beyond. It's like I hear that, and I'm trying to be I'm holding back so much mockery
I'm
because
not
there's
just saying phone calls. I'm saying
right.
you need to inundate every state legislator,
Yeah.
every person that's been elected with emails, letters,
Yeah.
the constitutional requirements of them
Right.
being in that position. And then the
Yeah.
next thing you got to do is you got to go to these companies and committees and
Yeah.
school boards and all these people that are pushing this stuff. And you need to get in their face and tell them, do you realize that not one executive order has been put in place for what you're pushing?
Right.
Therefore, the government takes no responsibility and they are setting you up for the lawsuit bamboozle of your lifetime because you will be solely responsible for the crimes against humanity.
Yes.
And see how they take that piece of news when they realize it's them that's on the hook.
The thing is, though, the nuts and bolts of it are we can go and we can say that, and we can, you know, send our emails and all that stuff. But when it comes down to it, how do we get them out of there?
Right.
What is the process to get them out of there? In Washington, I mean, it's probably a lengthy process. I mean, it's going to take more than 2 years.
Who swears oath to the Constitution, the marshals or the sheriffs?
Both.
Both.
The sheriffs do.
Then
Yeah,
you take
both do.
them and you hold them to their oath and you tell them to make a citizen's arrest under the Constitution.
Alrighty. See,
And
we
you
need
start,
a Canadian to tell us about what to do.
you start pulling every one of them up.
That's
Those guys,
God. That is God using me, boy. If he's spanking me with that. He's
No,
spanking me because I was
I'm not
like
saying-
Canadians for a while.
I'm not saying I know what's right or wrong, but if those people
Okay. Yeah.
are beholden to the Constitution and to the people,
Yeah.
then do you not have the right to tell them you are to uphold your constitutional right and remove this person from office?
Yeah, Anna Van Wright said that as much on the assembly meeting I shared on Jeff Riddle's channel yesterday at the end of his show, because everybody was like, we don't know what to do. You know, if you guys were on there,
I missed you.
I bopped in
no
right
internet.
at the end.
I had no internet.
I bopped in right at the end, and everybody was like, you know, we just got to know what to do. Got to know what to do. All I know what to do is my friend Linda's been kicking butt and taking names with this whole, you know, the law. She doesn't even like to call it common law, but it is common law. And the way I understand it is you have townships that run themselves and you have townships that are incorporated. That's all it is. And in Humboldt County, we have someone coming here on the 17th that's a recorder, and we can change our status for $40 to get on the grand jury And I'm doing that for sure. And so every day I have to
Absolutely.
keep remembering to tell people that, because, you know, the recorders aren't from this area, right? So I'm learning. I'm very new to it. You can't hardly hear her. I don't know. We can hear Shep, honey. I don't know what's going on.
So
Thank you,
this is
Michigan
interesting.
girl. I appreciate you.
This is interesting. So my zip code
Uh-huh.
is a zip
Oh,
code for a real large area, but the town I live in is unincorporated. So my address is not the town I live in. It's the zip code town. Everybody here has the same Brush Prairie is the zip code town, but because the town we live in is unincorporated, that's why. Does that
say
make
it
a
again.
difference?
I just had a guest come in and my dog was going, can you repeat that, please? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I live in an unincorporated area of a town, but so my
Toby.
zip code, my address is not the town I live in because it's not incorporated. Does that make a difference?
Okay, you live in an unincorporated town, but your zip code is not your address because it's unincorporated. Is that what you said?
My zip code is the incorporated town because everybody around here,
Yeah.
you know, it's a different name of a town, but we all
Excuse me.
go by the Brush Prairie zip code, which is, you know, huge.
Interesting. So I wonder if that's because wouldn't the post office be part of the corporation of the United
Yes,
States?
it is.
And so that's why
Maybe. We don't have a post office in our town.
Shep is better now. Okay, good.
So we only go to
Oh, you don't have a post office in your town. Well, ain't that something to tell? Isn't that something? So how do you get your mail?
Well, I go to the post office. It's about 4 or 5 miles from here.
In the incorporated town.
Yeah,
That's where
but
you
I
get
have
your
a mailbox. They come out here to my address and deliver mail too. But it's
How
to my
interesting.
incorporated zip code.
What's the name of your town again, Shep?
The
You said
town I
it.
live in is called Hawkinson,
Okay.
and that's unincorporated. And then
Okay.
everybody that lives in Hawkinson, our address is Brush
Yeah.
Prairie.
Brush Prairie. And that's where the post office is.
That's where the post office is. Yeah.
Okay, so that's more confirmation. Yesterday on the Board of Supervisor meeting in Eureka, or Tuesday, I should say, someone's outside. I hear a plane. Is that you, Shep, and your pretty little field out there?
You can hear the airplane?
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, okay. I'll mute. So you.
No, don't mute. Don't mute. It's okay. It was cool.
Okay.
Sounded like life. Sounded like some action,
I'm surprised you can hear it. Okay.
Yeah, no, yesterday, I was going to share yours, that one you told me about there, Two Feathers. There's one called Rabbit Hash, and I shared it the other day, but I'm going to share it too. But I forgot what I was going to say to you. Yeah, the corporation and yesterday on the board of supervisors on Tuesday, one of them said to the sheriff, "Are there any other incorporated areas?" Blah 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 blah, because they were talking about swap and programs for the jail people to do community service. And it caught my ear. I think I said it wrong yesterday, what she said. I think I said she asked any unincorporated. It doesn't matter. It was just obviously distinguishing sheriff's jurisdiction to me. I'm hearing this stuff now.
Exactly. So when I have an issue, I would call the sheriff. But
I did call the sheriffs.
But
I did.
But when someone incorporated calls, they call the police. There's the difference for me.
Yeah, but I've called the sheriffs here because that's what Peggy Hall said to do as well. When you're being harassed at the store. Well, I was legally detained in Safeway because my card was locked up in the thing. She didn't want to help me get it out. And unless I put a thing on, I had self-checked all my groceries, or no, I didn't self-check that time yet. But the point was, why am I getting echoing? Did you hear that switch? How weird. Anyway, so the sheriffs won't help me here. Okay, the sheriff has come right out and said things that are against the Constitution on record. He has incited violence by telling people that if you see somebody not wearing a face diaper, say something. As far as I'm concerned, our sheriff should be arrested right now.
Yeah,
So,
should
That
be.
that was going to be my
you know,
next. That was going to be my
Sounds like
next
it.
question. Why wouldn't you
absolutely.
contact a U.S. Marshal
Yeah.
and have
No,
him
but I
arrested
dang
for
well
being
would if I knew how. Give me their number, would you? I sure would.
U.S. Marshal Service.
Look at her go.
Yep.
So
We're
Rabbit
gonna
Hash.
look. We're gonna
Here's
look.
Okay, thank you, girls. Here's Rabbit Hash, Kentucky. It's an unincorporated community and census designated place in Boone County, Kentucky. Has 315 people in it. And my friend told me that it always has a dog for a mayor. Oh, I didn't hear it also said it's known for its string of mayors.
I saw that.
Canines. Yeah, I wish I could drop this link, but I have no moderators and I can't even drop a link in my own stupid chat. So I thought I could, not stupid, but you know what I mean. Stupid YouTube, stupid fluff tube, right, Brenda? Stupid fluff tube. It's because of not having a post office, right? So the post office makes for a corporated area, I suppose. And I wonder how many towns. So how do they know what's incorporated? Those people know what's incorporated and where people are living free among them. Is that what I'm to understand? Why she's asking them that way?
Well, we don't have a mayor.
Okay.
Unincorporated town. We don't have a mayor. We when I vote for the city of Vancouver mayor and all that. So I don't know how it works, but there's a sign that says unincorporated when you come into our town.
Interesting. Hi, Kay. Well, that's what I want to see for Eureka. That's going to be my new prayer.
Oh,
Let's
I
be
don't know.
unincorporated.
Once you go incorporated, I don't know how you get back out of unincorporated without.
Why do you think your towns never were? Is that
Right.
why?
Ours was never incorporated. No.
See. There have to have been towns that have had success with that, wouldn't you think?
I don't know. Because I would think that once it gets big, they would want to incorporate it to protect all of the officials from being sued for whatever, and the town and everything being sued. So you incorporate it so that the liability is not against the individuals running the town. I would imagine, right?
Right.
And you get more benefits from the government, from the federal government, I would think.
Sure.
I just sent you a link.
Okay. Okay, good.
Go
All right,
after
well,
them, girl.
I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not sure.
I love you girls for that. Thank you for telling me and getting on. One more
That
thing. So
link-
Eddie says, Eddie Jones, hi, honey. What's going to fix and unify the American people? All I know is this common law, going to learn how to find your assembly, your state nationalist. Anna Von Reitz is the head of it, Judge Anna Von Reitz. And I used to drop those links. I thought my channel was up today because the warning was gone.
You can just go to the website or search Convention of States.
Oh, right.
And then it will bring up information for your state.
Okay, I'll drop that. Convention of States. Yes. So that's where a lot of things are happening, friends. That's what I know. What's going on, you know? That is the only action that I know that is opposite of what we're dealing with. And some people are trying to deal with the criminals within the criminal enterprise, right? And I just feel like that's a waste of time for me because they're so beyond, they don't deserve any professional, like they deserve handcuffs. They deserve handcuffs.
Exactly. Yep.
And I'm just, you know, if there was enough people to go to any one of these houses, according to Anna Van Reitz, well, also her last name must be Reitzinger, but if we wanted to go and arrest them, we should be able to as free people. If they're our sheriff in our town apparently doesn't even have a bond in 3 places where it's supposed to be, at the land
Wow.
title and the Secretary of State and the Office of Records. So Shep, isn't that, I mean, who made him sheriff then? I know who, the media's.
Well, it depends. In California, are your sheriffs elected or appointed?
They are
Washington,
elected.
they're
They
elected.
are elected, but they're still supposed to take an oath.
Yeah,
correct?
well, yeah.
So
But I mean, an elected official has, has more, to me, they both take an oath, but an elected official was elected by the people, not appointed by the mayor or the governor. So
true. What if?
So they're working, they were elected. They're working for the people. The appointed people, they're working for the people, but they were appointed by the bad guys, so to speak.
Right. Okay.
Their loyalty, may not be there. But an elected official,
yeah,
a huge difference.
Well, right. And so in the document I have here, let me share it with you, that you've probably seen me share about it before, but it was written up by I'm going to show you. It's actually out of Texas, which is why I left that comment up there, because out of Texas is where the Convention of States is. And there's a document that's rolling around here. Okay. It's that, let me get it up because I'm tripping over my words trying to explain it. It's a notice of fraud. It's a notice of fraud, and it has 40, according to, if you were to look on any of these Humboldt County websites, they're appointed, they're officials, right? Whether they're appointed or elected, I don't know. But what this jury, this document here, and I found it right here, is saying is that, am I sharing? It says I am, but I don't think I am. No. Okay, let me not try to keep talking over it and actually get it up here. Where is it?
Oh, I can change this setting.
Okay, so this is a notice of fraud by, do you see it here? We the people on the land, Humboldt County, California Republic State, without the U.S. incorporation. Okay. And what I want you to notice here is, I noticed this is from Texas. This is out of Texas. See here? By Mr. Brady of Texas. Constitutional Authority Statement. Congressional record. So all this is here. And so what this is saying, those 3 places where their bond is not, recent investigation has revealed. So this is telling me someone's done an investigation, and this is what they found. That under the California State Constitution and general law, they are supposed to have a bond with their oath of office. The purpose of that, blah, blah, blah. Neither Humboldt County Lands Records Office, Risk Management Office, or Secretary of State's file clerks can find official bond or oath of office recorded. Now check this out on the list, whose name is at the top. Gavin Newsom.
Oh, of course.
So it's like this. To me, it's like this. You already have, he was elected, he was appointed by the corporation of California, right?
Yeah.
And so, but here's that Texas thing was interesting, right? Did you see that right here, right down here under Mr. Brady of Texas? This is a statement. This is a congressional record right here. These guys are going down by what I could tell.
Yeah,
I hope
looks
not.
like it.
And so the next page says HR continues. Congress has the power to enact legislation pursuant, blah, blah, blah. Now, this was the part that I just was floored by. We, the people, never delegated authority to express our power in regards to health, education, energy, and weather manipulation.
Oh,
That stunned me right there.
right.
But I'll tell you what,
Oh.
the trails that are going on around here in the last month are insane. What?
The heart machine.
The heart machine. Yeah. All this stuff, right? And religion or investing in the people's public treasury. You know why that religion statement is there? Because this is the same, I don't want to say it, assembly that came out with that statement that said these people were satanic and they practiced mind control and they pitted people against people. Remember that document I shared too?
Yes.
And I would like to, yeah. And it's that's why they put this term religion in here, because they've separated with the same type of writing they did here. What was this called? A constitutional authority statement with the same thing. Let me find it. Tripping over my words.
No, Eddie, you're not blocked. I can see you.
I've put his stuff up. Texas is on board. Yeah, need 34 states.
Well, then I think I heard somebody yesterday saying something. I don't know if this is the same as what you guys are talking about, but they said there was 92 or 93 congressmen from 32 states that had filed something against the administration, against the current administration. I heard that yesterday, and I don't know where I heard it, but they said 92 or 93 congressmen from 32 states have filed something against the current administration.
Well, yeah, and we've heard also of.
I think I did hear that. I'm getting more coffee, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay, honey.
Can I have one, please?
Yeah, I could use a fill up myself.
I take mine black, unpolluted.
I like a little soy milk, please, because I'm that girl. No, but here's this document, and some people may have never seen this, but this document blew my mind, and I loved it. And then remember, I shared it. I shared my whole hard drive when I tried to share it with you. Here it is. So they are going to Yeshua's time, universal time -6, the American nationals for the government of the U.S. This was supposed to be able to be found on Telegram. I could never find this document, but I researched these symbols, and I researched this with Justin. We went down into this, but I just could not find it. But listen to what it says. Be it resolved, the motion was passed to classify the following organizations, associations, and entities as satanic organizations, including but not limited to the AMA, the WHO, the CDC, and it says who employ Baphomet. I never get that word right.
Baphomet.
Thank you. Baphomet worshiping satanic priests to conduct psychological operations through mainstream media to incite discrimination against unveed inhabitants and their posterity, thereby warring with families to make them conform to accept the mark of the beast and Antichrist system. That could go a little too far for some people. I don't know, but that's why they put the word religion in that document. Right. And so it also showed their.
How does it go too far? Do any of these people understand that these shots in the shoulders have a patent number that contains 3 6s? Hello.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they were patented back in 2002. Hello. It didn't pop up in 2019. It was patented in 2002.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Gates did that.
Yep.
Patented those vaccines.
Not only him, there was one of the R families involved as well.
Right.
Oh yeah, right.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, you guys. As a Christian, I've heard about the mark of the beast all my life, and Christian life, right? 26 years, 27 years. And of course, Revelation, this stuff is lining up like a book. And and now that that's here, there's a part of you that's just like, well, I don't know. I don't think, I think it would be more of the chip than it
Yeah,
would
I
be,
don't think this is the mark. I think
Right.
this
Hey,
is
Chef.
the depopulation agenda.
Hey, Chef,
Yeah, Hi.
to the best of your knowledge,
yeah.
does
Sure is,
Mr.
Nick.
does
Your
Mr.
swinger
T
all the
have
way.
does Mr. T have anything scheduled in Dallas in November?
I don't know. Why?
That would be interesting to know.
Oh, because of the
Started in
anniversary?
Dallas and
Yeah,
started in Dallas,
anniversary.
ends in Dallas.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't know. Was it the 24th of November? I think.
I thought it was the 26th, or
Second.
maybe it was 22nd, came back on the 26th, they say.
Yes, that's right. That's what it is.
Allegedly.
I could say the same thing about my dad. He died in November.
I want that
1990.
I want that button that Sage has. Allegedly.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
It's so funny. I watched his report this morning. I can't drop links Monday. I think Monday I could be on the Stand Up Humboldt channel again, and I'm going to get those other channels. I don't like not having mods. I can't drop links. This sucks, but at least I can talk to you guys. So that's okay. Sarah's here, and I'm going to put her to work here. So I'm going to bounce in a second, but I wanted to tell you guys something real quick. I was supposed to be on, I was going to be on the panel tonight on Liberty's a Warrior, but,
oh, I think the opportunity you have is much better.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to mention about it, but I did tell Brenda. Brenda knows my secret.
What's your secret?
We will after.
I gotta know.
We will after.
You will know by this evening. I have a very good local opportunity. Somebody that has a far larger platform than me wants to talk to me. So
what time?
Yeah, it's the same time as my show is, the Ladies of Liberty.
5
it's
o'clock?
at 5 o'clock. So
Okay.
I don't know that I'll try to share what we're on, but I don't want to tell too much more about it because I'm just too excited. So
will
he
I be
doesn't
able
want
to
to
see you on YouTube at 5 o'clock somewhere?
I think so. I will try to drop it right before I get on what that is. But for sure.
If not, you can debut it later on Stand Up Humboldt.
Absolutely. Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, let me pray and read Esther though before I bounce out.
Hey,
if you guys want to hang out with me.
Shep, grab my number.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, Shep. There's her number.
And mine. I'll give you mine.
I don't have yours, Shep. I'm writing it down. I got my notebook. So yeah, I was reading. I'm in Esther 6, right? So I want to read out Esther 6.
Because I don't know where any of it is. Cards, keys, and smokes.
And smokes.
Thank you.
I remember I used to go down to the corner store and get my mama's smokes out of the machine. There was those machines, you pulled the thing. The old vending machines used to pull the thing. Is anybody with me?
Yeah, what'd you say? Vending machine.
Do you remember those old vending machines where you used to pull and get the cigarettes out of? You used to pull. Yeah, I used to get my mom's for her too. Oh yeah. Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad. Thank you.
Oh yes. I paid $6 a pack at a casino once.
Oh, my friends got my back. My friends got my back. I love you guys.
I love you.
I got my friends in there. Okay.
Diana,
D. I go by anything. I like how I don't like Deanna as much because I had that mean stepsister, but I like how Michelle spelled it. I tried to change it that way before, not with the E, but Dionna.
Oh yeah.
And so anyway.
Well, it just comes out wrong sometimes, but Deanna, I love you.
I love you too.
Brenda,
I'm going to read Esther. Do you guys want to hang out or do you want to bounce? You want to hang out with me?
I'll hang out.
I'll hang out with you.
Yeah.
All right.
I would much
Let's see,
prefer
it's
hanging out with you
right.
than bouncing around anywhere else.
You guys are sweet. I know that I learned something. You know, Esther's hard to find because there's only 10 chapters and it's a small book. So Skip taught me something when I was watching his study. Just go to Job and go back, or back one. Is it right before Job? I think it's right before, because Job is a pretty big one. You probably relate to Job right now, huh? There, Brenda. Feeling like Job some days? I'll bet
Some
you
days.
do. Some days. We all have those days, right? Hi, Bonnie. Oh, I got all the way back up there. Oh, yeah, because I was ignoring Nick. That's why. Didn't want to see his comments. So, Esther 6. I'm gonna pray and read Esther 6. Thank you, ladies, for being on with me. And Sarah's with me too. So we got a couple sisters here, which is awesome. God, I thank you for my friends that are here and supporting your righteous work, Lord, just wanting the truth, not anything I'm doing, but just searching and trying to find the truth, God. And I thank you for all these people here that are just wanting that and nothing more. And I pray for my friend Brenda, that you touch her body and heal her. I pray for my friend Shep, that you continue to just keep her safe and healthy and protect her, and that you gave her that peaceful, calm spirit. I want some of that for me too, Lord. And I just love these people that we're all so different and we love each other and we're here for each other. I pray for everyone in chat and all the things they're going through. I pray for my friend Sarah here and her family and her kids. And Lord, there's so many people hurting right now and sick, and I just lift up every one of them to you. And we pray for the righteous people in the world right now that are fighting this battle, that you would empower them, that you would equip them and send many angels, legions of angels to help them win this battle against this darkness, God, that we could be delivered, that you would save us, Lord. And please help us and help me understand this word I'm going to share, this reading of Esther 6. Thank you for your word. Thank you how it is like a balm on our spirit and our soul. And I just love you, Jesus. Give you all the glory in your name.
Amen.
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 Yes,
I
ma'am.
want to tell you some good news real quick.
Okay.
The Informed Consent Action Network is filing a lawsuit against Governor Gavin Newsom.
Come tell us. Come tell the group.
It
My
just
friend
came
wants
out
to
this
tell
morning.
you guys
It's
something
great news for anybody who has
before I
kids.
read.
Yay! I heard Gavin Newsom's
Hey,
name.
I know I got here late, so I have no clue what you guys were talking about. That's why I was like, but some news this morning. I love Del Bigtree. I watch the High Wire every Thursday because he brings on like the creator of the mRNA and the PCR, and they talk about their concerns, you know, for the things that they created and the way that they're being used today. Anywho, last Friday, the governor of California, where we live, said that he's mandating the new pokey on children 12 years and up. It's not even authorized anyways for that. But as soon as it is, everybody must get it. And he's adding it to this list because they're already mandated to get a bunch. Anywho, Del Bigtree, he's awesome. He's the president of the Informed Consent Action Network.
Okay.
What happened? He has like the best legal team. Anyways, the reason Dr. F's emails were coming out is because he filed a Freedom of Information Act request and received all those 3,000 emails. So yay. Now he's suing the governor of California for this draconian mandate. I love it.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
announced this morning.
So, and he won something before?
He's won a lot.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. Do we want to, we'll see if
Sorry
we're going to,
for
no,
intervening.
that's good. We like news
I'm
here.
not sitting in-
No, you're not. You're fine. Don't sit in the corner.
Listen to you.
Sit wherever
Oh
you
no,
want.
just stay and hang out. Yeah.
We love Sarah, right?
Yeah,
we
you
got
don't need to go anywhere.
that's why I had to call Brenda this morning personally, because I did not want to hear, I did not want her to hear on the YouTube, oh, and by the way, I don't got your things in the mail after all. We had two Brendas, and so my bad. I apologize to Brenda, but I'm going to get her some extra things out too for what you're going through. I know Sarah's been researching about that type of cancer, and I told you this morning. What Chuck say here? And Two Feather says hi, Sarah, and Crystal says all these people say hi. Hello. Chuck, love you. You're
Hi,
taking
Sarah.
YouTube. So you'll pop in, hi, say hi, and you need a break. Yes, darling. One more
Anybody
thing.
have children on there?
Understand
Okay,
that,
no.
Chuck? That's for sure.
We got one more announcement.
Oh yeah. Does anybody have?
Oh, show
if
this like
anybody
this.
has
Show it like
children,
this.
this is on my phone. If you can
Remember
see.
how you got to do
Hang on.
it? There you go. National Walkout Day.
National School Walkout Day,
October
Monday,
18th.
October 18th.
Okay, we'll write that in there too.
Everybody, because we're not going to comply with these draconian
Of course
measures.
not. Of course
So
not.
this is local. Too. I'm happy we're following.
Oh, that's
Shasta.
a local thing? Okay.
Well, it's national because other
National.
schools, I'm glad that we're taking part in it. Our little
Okay.
boondock sticks area.
Right.
It says National School Walkout. Keep kids home on Monday, October 18th.
Okay.
Inviting everybody to participate as parents, educators, and students across the United States engage in peaceful non-compliance to remind the government officials that individuals should have the final say when it comes to their health. We will not comply. We the people will not comply. Yes.
So
How about
dumb.
that? My
We're
children will be
going
going to school.
gangsta on yous.
I don't know.
We're just yeah,
do
you
you
know
think
what?
we'll
You know
be-
why we're not going? Because they get funding if you show up.
Do you-
We're not.
That's right.
They're not getting a copper penny from
They
us.
shouldn't have been getting any money for the
Every
first
day
couple
your
weeks
kids
of
in
school.
attendance, even if it's this
Why are you so
independent
far
study.
away from me?
Just don't send them at all.
So you
yeah.
think?
Yeah, they
So
should
do you
get
think?
zero money.
Oh,
So
and
do you
did you
think?
hear the thing? Oh my gosh, school
She's
boards,
ready to go, you guys.
school boards across the nation went to the president,
Yeah.
Sleepy Joe, and
Sleepy.
asked him to treat parents who are standing up at school board meetings.
Oh, I got that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard
I got that
that.
document.
Yeah,
I was going
to
share
tell
that.
them to treat them as domestic terrorists.
That's right.
Are they
Ted
effing
Cruz
crazy?
I was going to share that. I hate this little screen.
I'm one of those parents that goes to school board
How's this
meetings.
work?
If I can't talk at it, I'm going to write an email, and they have
Ted
to read it.
Cruz
But
was really, really
This
There we
is
go.
insane.
That's better.
grilling a judicial DOJ representative about that this morning. I saw it. She couldn't answer. I mean, he kept saying, "This is a yes or no answer," and of course, there's she
They
never
deflect.
answered yes
They're
or no
always
to any of his
deflecting.
questions.
You're so good at that, aren't they?
Yes. They're so good at that.
Well, it looks like things are starting to come to light, and I'm so happy about that. You know,
Yeah.
like that
Excuse me.
that Pfizer whistleblower yesterday.
You can't say that.
Oh.
Let me read Esther because I
That was
prayed I was
good.
going to read Esther.
The pee,
And
the
then-
pee whistle.
Yeah, the pee whistle. That was good. I saw
Hey.
that, girl. That was really
Now religious
sick.
exemptions can stand.
Okay, good. Okay. We'll see if we're going to keep streaming. I don't know. Do you want to take a break and come back to do oils
Yes,
later?
yes.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
going
just
to do all of them.
We're gonna do all of
Yeah.
them, like I asked her to do. Hopefully, I want to do a quick one for everyone with just these 4 oils in the South, maybe like under. I wanted it to be under 5, but if we're both in it, I gotta just shut up and let you talk. I'm just gonna shut up. Duct tape, she says. Okay, duct tape.
Gorilla tape, my
Gorilla glue. GG. GG4. Okay.
Good strain.
All right, Esther 4 or 7, you guys. I'm reading Esther 7. And God bless y'all today. I'm going to probably bounce right after this so her and I can get those oils made. Will you go to the post office today she's going to go to the post office today. I'm going to have her FedEx it to you, Brenda. And
You don't need to do that.
My brother-in-law uses his account. He does.
You don't need to do that. Just send it regular.
I could do what I want. I do it.
wanted to
Don't
get
tell
that
me.
ASAP.
Don't tell me. What?
Okay.
We wanted to get that ASAP.
We wanted to get there yesterday, so we'll be FedExing it because I love you and I can. And I'm not a grifter. I don't need nobody's money. I just want to help people.
I
Not
love
rich.
that.
I mean,
that's
I got
the
a
best
little-
thing you said all day.
Yeah, I got a little debt. I'm not a millionaire, but I'm okay. And I don't want no one's money. I want to help people with this medicine. Sarah wants to help people with this medicine. And that's where that's at. And you can't say, no, we can't help you, Brenda. You can't say no to me, right? You're not telling me no now, right? You're saying,
Yeah.
thank you, friend, right? Because you love me.
She's
Brenda.
just saying, you didn't need to send it, special delivery.
I
but
know she
She'll
did,
accept
but I
it.
have spoken. I have spoken. That's right.
Love you guys.
Chuck, I love you too. Don't be stressed out, Chuck. You can't be, because you know why? Because you're looking just at the problem, sweetheart. Okay, so let me take you into Esther for a little bit. They had a big problem going on back then too. All the Jews were about to die. So So, darling, I'm going to pray for you, okay? That God give you peace and comfort you and help you to not be anxious and worried. You need some medicine, dude. Yes, get yourself some medibles ASAP. All right, let's read Esther 7. This is some good medicine right here. Good words, right? All right, this is not the good one to read because well,
Go to 6.
no, I read 6 yesterday. Yeah, I can. There's just some notes in between, but maybe I'll need those. Oh, I got to clarify 2 things I was wrong about yesterday. I said that Mordecai was Esther's uncle. Who knows that he's not her uncle and what he is actually? Do you know, Shep, what he is, or Brenda?
No.
He is her. He
I have no
was
idea.
her. Oh, hi. He was her cousin. He was her cousin. So I said he was her uncle yesterday. And also I said that you could look up Queen Vashti and Queen Esther and look it up in secular history and you could find out about her. And that was wrong because what I found out was that the queen that they think was Esther had a different name. Everything lines up except the name, right? But her name was also changed from Hadassah to Esther. And then you have all these different languages and translations, but the history is the same. What was going on was the Jews were exiled out, and Esther was a Jew, but no one knew she was a Jew. And the book of Esther never mentions God. So a lot of people talk about that as the greatest omission of all the books of the Bible. God is never mentioned in the book of Esther, but he is very present in the book of Esther. And the point of reading it now is that she had to go up against giants, because I'm studying this series about hunting giants right now, because that's what I need to do. And that's what I recommend if you're interested in the Bible at all, is start somewhere that
Hey,
you
Deanna,
are curious. Yes.
do you know who absolutely loves Esther and like knows it by heart?
107.
Oh, really?
Roseanne.
Oh, Roseanne Barr.
And Roseanne.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Roseanne.
I loved Roseanne and still
I
do.
love
I was
her
so
too.
mad. I was so
I love
mad
her
when they
too.
canceled that show, because that was the only good thing that was going on regular TV.
That's right.
They canceled her for the same reason they canceled Mel Gibson and every other actor who spoke out against them.
Yep.
That's right.
Roseanne spoke out against them just like Mel Gibson. That girl loves Esther. She can recite it by heart.
Sure can. That
Do you
was
watch-
amazing to me, how brilliant Roseanne is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a
because
smart
she's
woman.
definitely she's a admitted bipolar, right? And that
Yep.
she had a lot of problems back in the days, and that's why, but I always loved her. Always
Yep.
loved her.
Honest
And
to the core.
yeah, raw. She's raw, and
Yep.
a lot of people don't like that. They don't like that at all.
That's why I get in trouble, because whatever rolls around in my head comes flying out my mouth, whether people like it or not.
Well, we know that's true
I
for
know
me
that
too.
I know that feeling.
And I
all?
usually do try and warn people, and then that's when people start avoiding me.
Well, they're just they're cowards.
For on those days, Deanna, like when I can't contain myself, right? When I start off by, I'm probably gonna piss a whole bunch of you off, and I really don't
We're
care.
warned.
Be forewarned.
We are warned. Okay, so the queen, I was wrong. So I don't know how much you can trace Esther back into secular history, but what I was also mistaken about, a third thing now I just realized, it wasn't the Queen Esther in question I was actually read about. It was Queen Vashti. That it says that her name, many scholars are not, so some are skeptical, of course, about some of these historically events and characters. But so some have suggested the Book of Esther is a wisdom tale, a historical romance, a festival tale, a novel whose central characters are Jews living outside their homeland, a sermon with a moral, a Persian court chronicle, and even a comedy along the lines of Greek comedy. Other scholars are not so skeptical about the book's relationship to history. They note that Vashti may well be the Hebrew name for the cruel and self-willed queen Amestris, Ahasuerus' wife at the time. So I had the queens wrong. I don't know about, Esther's name in secular history. I didn't study secular history always with every Bible, thing I've read, but I've certainly done a lot of digging. And that's what my husband said this morning. He goes, well, that's good. When you're wrong, it actually makes you dig deeper, right? When you realize you were wrong about something. So I'm not afraid to admit that I shared some wrong things about the Bible. I was going off the cuff and how I was understanding it. And it's okay, right? I mean, a lot of people have different perspectives, but when people say my truth, I don't really necessarily agree with it. I understand what they're saying. I just want the truth.
That's why everybody's made in his image, because each person is not perfect, and he wants to experience each part of life, whether it's perfect or not.
That's beautiful. All right, I'm going to read this. My girl took off. I don't know where she is, but I think later on we'll come back on. I think Jeff Riddle's getting on soon. Does he get on at noon every day at the?
No, he goes on at 4.
1 o'clock.
Oh, well, I'm in California.
He's 4 Eastern.
He's 3. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's Eastern. Okay, that's what I was wondering. So he goes on at 1 o'clock my time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I hate to overlap with Neck of the Woods, but I know people could just rewatch me if they don't want to engage with me, or rewatch her, right? I'm trying to get on either earlier or later, and I'm not too worried about it because I got to do what I got to do, right?
I'm sorry, but I need to go because it's 12. I have to go do something. So
okay, honey.
I have to bounce off.
Bye.
Bye, Jeff.
You're late. For a very important date. No time to say hello. Goodbye.
Bye, Jeff. Love you.
Love you. Thank you for coming in.
Bye.
Love you, girl. Bye. She's late for a very important date.
Yep.
Okay.
The Mad Hatter.
Okay. Right on. Okay, I'm going to read 7. Ready?
Okay, ready.
Time.
Okay, I'm going to shut up.
Anyone's here left. Anyone's left here. Yeah, some people asked me to do a Bible study, and I've been thinking on that between the 3 and 5 o'clock hour, maybe like 4 o'clock. I've always thought 4 would be a good time to do. It'd be nice if a lot of different people maybe wanted to take on a prayer and Bible study. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? If you just always had one going at 4. It's hard to commit to something, especially I wouldn't commit to 7 days a week, but I'm committing to 5 right now for Humboldt. But okay, so I'm going to read Queen Esther, chapter 7. God help me understand this and read this coherently. In Jesus' name, amen. The king and Haman came to feast with Esther the queen. Once again, on the second day while drinking wine, the king asked Esther, Queen Esther, whatever you ask will be given to you. Whatever you seek, even half the kingdom will be done. Queen Esther answered, if I have obtained your approval, my king, and if the king is pleased, spare my life, this is my request, and spare my people, this is my desire. For my people and I have been sold out to destruction, death, and extermination. If we had merely been sold as male and female slaves, I would have kept silent. Indeed, the trouble wouldn't be worth burdening the king. King Xerxes spoke up and asked Queen Esther, who is this and where is this one who should devise such a scheme? Esther answered, the adversary and enemy is this evil Haman. Haman stood terrified before the king and queen. Angered by this, the king arose from where they were drinking wine and went to the palace garden. Haman remained to beg Queen Esther for his life because he realized the king was planning something terrible for him. Just as the king returned from the palace garden to the house of wine drinking, Haman was fallen on the couch where Esther was reclining. The king exclaimed, would he actually violate the queen while I am in the palace? As soon as the statement left the king's mouth, Haman's face was covered. Harbona, one of the royal eunuchs, said, there is a gallows 75 feet tall at Haman's house that he made for Mordecai, who gave the report that saved the king. The king commanded, hang him on it. They hanged Haman on the gallows he prepared for Mordecai. The king's anger subsided. 25 more feet. It was supposed to be 50, wasn't it? And then he was like, I want it bigger. I want it taller. I want to see it from my window, he said, didn't he? I like that part of the story because the very beginning of all of this nonsense, I remember sharing a Bible verse and a meme, and it said, evil will fall into the pit that they have laid for. They will fall into the pit themselves that they have laid out, the trap and the pit and the snare, all of the stuff they're doing is going to end up like Haman. And they still celebrate Purim to this day. The story isn't over. There's two more chapters, but that religious ceremony Purim is from this time period. So, well, girl, I'm gonna bounce and go work with my girl and make some medicine for you. And
Alrighty.
And anyone else? I got a couple more emails yesterday. Oh, I got one for Silver Girl. I got to get out too. She gave me her email. I'm so happy because you know what? She really was, her and you both, which is why I was so devastated to learn that I did not, because you did text me your address, didn't you?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
And I swear I texted it to her. I think it's her mistake, but I'm not going to throw her under the bus. I'm going to admit
I'm
it's
not
my
worried
mistake.
about it. I'm not worried about it. It was an accident.
I'm worried about it, clearly.
I know, but it
Because
was
I
an
love you.
accident.
Well, we'll make it right. And what's today? Thursday? Yes. And now I can even throw in a little something special for you, which will be better. All right, you guys. I
Okay,
love
love
you
you,
all
honey.
for being here. I love the support you give me. It really means a lot. And I pray for you all the time, you guys. And I love you, Brenda. I'll talk to you later. I'll check in with you
Okay, honey.
soon.
Okay, love
Okay,
you.
I'll send you
Bye.
the tracking so you don't have to look in the mail every day.
Okay.
Okay. I know. I feel
Bye.
your love. I feel all your love. And I love you all. Bye. Peace out.
Okay.
Bye.